is Monday morning, about 6 o'clock, about getting cows across the road to go back out in the field. We finished milking. It's nice and fast at the moment because they're spring calving, only averaging about 17, 18 litres a cow. Can't see a lot, so I'll keep this video short. Light from the gate are shining through these gates. These cows are all waiting across. Gonna turn the flashing light on. I've got my threshing jacket on. Fucking cars everywhere at the moment. There. Another car coming. Two cars coming. Here's my light. Go. They burst across the road, okay? Spawn. There we go. Flame torch one. Cars coming already, look at that. There's my setup. Let's take a detailed look, shall we, and what we need to run like 360 cow dairy. So there's 360 cows in total on this unit, but it's 305 cows going through the parlour. Right, so here we go. We're down the silage clamps. Got the maize clamp there. That is the maize, the whole crop, a little bit of silage on top. A third of that has gone in the diet. This is the middle clamp what we're feeding in the summer. This was completely full at the first cut when we started. And now we've got a little bit of October stuff sealing off the first cut what we made in early May. This is second cut out, first cut layered. First cut at the bottom, second cut at the top. Was going to go into the first cut, but this is making the cow's milk alright. We've had a hell of a lot of rain just a minute ago, and bloody tyres just blown off the silage clamp, what really pissed me off. So I hate coming down here and there's a tyre on the floor. Right, so we've got tractor and wagon, 175. N175 on wagon. He's new this year and we need this for feeding. It's all set up down here, so we've got the blend and everything. We ain't got to do no driving about. We just come down here with a load of tractor and we load the wagon up. We do 2 loads a day for these cows, and then they're done for a year. They're done for the day. Slurry tanker, 2,500 gallon. We've had this 10 years. He's a high spec. He's absolutely awesome. They make them a little bit lower now because, say, those ones are known for tipping over. We've never tipped it over, but I know people will have. That's essential, that is. Wagon, tractor, tanker. We don't run much kit, we get the contractors do most, but the tanker does come in handy because you do need a tanker every now and again yourself. It seems to rain all the time at the moment, really heavy. I suppose all that rain we didn't have in the summer, we're having now. So we've got a bale of straw here I'm going to put in with the dry cows. I'm going to put a whole lot in, barley. Got a lot of dry cows in now, all the far-offs, everything, we're loaded in the shed. So we're going to thin, we nearly got too many actually, we're going to thin the barners out before long. Like a few what aren't in cab, get them down the race, get them PD'd and see what's going on. They're making a good price at the moment. I've got a wagon over there, I'm going to reverse him up in a minute, feed him. Got to do these side sheets first. Always rains when I do these side sheets. Got to keep taking the sheets back on top too. It's important to cut your side sheets all the time. If you know, you know. Like if you're a farmer, you know what I'm on about. If you're not, then we got to cut them because like you'd be surprised. You scoop into the side here with a tractor and bucket, and then you get in the wagon, and then you can't see walking down the barrier, picking the sheets up. So that's what I've got to do. I've got to cut the strings on this, so I don't want strings in the wagon. Be surprised when you look in the top of the wagon, got your odd string in there. Got to get in and cut out. They have a lot of straw on one of these 6 stringers, and the quality of the straw is really good this year. There we go. Cut the bell the right side, the strings come out nice and easy. put them there a minute. I'll cut these side sheets. Well, I started over it, didn't I? The wind, been really windy. I suppose it's been windy everywhere. Blew one of my doors off the bins. I don't know how many times I put A on. That's what I'm on about in the wagon. Yes. Bit of string there, see? I had a bit of rain last night. Got a bit of water on the bottom. Got a little hole in there somewhere. We can open up, let that water out, but I doubt I'll bother. It's not much. Knives. I cut the straw down there. So I chuck the straw in, and then knife it all up. Right, obviously, you'd be here all day if you wanted it chopped right up. You'd have to leave it on mixer and then go on bloody milking cows or something. You really want it chopped up to get it real fine and strong, but I'll just put it off again. But yeah, they chop out a bit, and because it's good barley straw, the cows that eat it, they eat it very long. Well, I just got to get the wagon today. Got an ever-growing pile of tyres all the time. But we'll get back through the silage. It's frightening how fast you go back through your silage. But that's the way it works. I find this time of year, well, just all through winter really, the silage can't goes back fast and your shit pit fills up fast. Every time I sweep mucking out the lagoon, it's gone out of foot, especially in this wet weather. So we get the covered yard over a bit, it'll help out a little bit, but it ain't going to solve the situation. We're after what you want really. It's great having a big lagoon, it's easy to get to, but what you want really is it all underneath, all in one bit, you know? Like you want it underneath your cubicle shed. When you get to winter, you ain't got to worry about the muck at all. Just turn the lights on. Got to turn the lights on, turn my box on. While the box is filling up, while the box is coming on, I shall chuck the straw in. Right, he's ready to rumble. That tyre pile there is going to go right out of there in the end. It's going to be like a mountain of tyres. What I do find with these clamps, because these are big old clamps, when we've done it well. With the clamps anyway. That's one thing we've done well. Putting in bloody girt silage clamps, because we fill them up, we know we'll be alright. But what I do find, as you get back through them, because they're quite long, when you get to the very back, it takes a bit longer to load the wagon up. It mixes up a little bit better. Sometimes that helps out. Slightly less cows on this dairy this year, where we took a few up to the autumn block. So it's a little bit easier, got a little bit less grub and whatnot. We had too many bloody cows here already. This is a fair bit of straw, and I'm doing it one-handed at the moment. So I'm going to sprinkle it in slowly because I don't want to shear a shear bowl. If I or worse, I don't want to chuck out the back. There we go, look at that. He's gone in alright. Yeah, I don't like flaps on top because you've got a bit of a ridge on top of that wagon. And a flap of straw will sit on top of it and he won't shift, and you have to get out there and bloody kick it off when it's turned off, obviously. There's a lot of people out there what hate Keenan feeder wagons. I wouldn't say I, love them or hate them. We got two of them. And there ain't a lot to go wrong with them. They are well solid machines. Like, obviously you've got to have a tractor on the front all the time when you're feeding round. We do fill him up in the summer when he's empty. But like, if you give it a good thrashing, like I'll show you we have. So the first thing we've done, pretty standard on all the wagons, we've bent the bloody steps back. But they are fucking solid, they are. Turn this box on there. 750 kilos of straw now. Now we beat this off. We reversed back and someone hit that with RSJ, so we're waiting for a new flap to come. He's on razors. We don't use razors, it's just how we bought it. But the only thing you're going to get problems with that this winter is the oil pipe's going to go, the chain's going to snap on it, or you're going to have a rotor inside snap off. But we got them as spare, so we will get through. A tyre might pop off, but it's a super single tyre. So like you get those super single tyres, light tyres, so you get one of those pretty quick. So we will move whatever. You know, we try shovel wells and tri-light and all that, and they are good and they're probably better when they're going. But once you if you got to beat the bloody conveyor on it, they're a bit screwed. This is a good day today with all this wind we're having to explain why I'm not chucking blend in this wagon. Now we always put blend in a wagon because it is about £10 a tonne cheaper and it mixes up a little bit better. But we've got just your standard cow cake going in this year. So I bought about 70 tonne of this in one hit because the deal was coming to an end. So I had to go load out. Right, there you go. I got a bit in the bucket. And this is really windy. I ain't got no trees to show you blowing at the moment, but it is just blowing everywhere. So if I was going to chuck blend in this wagon, it's going to blow all over the cab of that tractor, and our other tractor up on the autumn unit is absolutely plastic. Now I'm putting the cake in. Look at that, don't blow nowhere. Just go straight in and it mixes up. There we go. I could only fit 4 tonne in there. On a good day, hold 9 tonne. That was straw going right up. Let's have a little look at the top there. I could have took a little bit more, I suppose. But he is pretty for that. See, it's not mixing too much, it's just going around a circle. Tell you what, full effort for climbing up there with a camera in your hand. Have a look, see what pays out like. Whew. What I see when I'm driving this tractor around is how much grass is growing now the cows are in. Got back out of this, right, if it dries out. And we will have plenty of grass left over, silage. It's an outside picture, outside video of the tractor. Just done the dry cows. 125 on full copper. What we're blessed with this year is good straw. We're going to have a good winter because we've got good, nice, dry straw. So always, if you have a good harvest, you have some good straw coming in. Some years we don't get that. You have a wet harvest and the straw's been under the rain. It's not as good. But this is, yeah, it's going to be pretty good. I'm going to sort cow and calf out in a minute. 2 cows and calves. You know I was talking about rain. I just lashed it down again. Here's a grub I just paid out. I'll give them all the same. These young heifers are on like a dry cow diet too. Just because it's easier, because I'd have to do like 5 or 6 different loads a day. Dry cows. Now this straw is a little bit long, could do a bit more chopped up, but it's barley straw so they will eat it. And the same with these, they're sort it out a little bit, but we'll just sweep it out in the lagoon there. But these calves there, I said in my video they were looking a bit poor. They're just looking a lot better. They've been in about a week and a half now, and they're just looking a hell of a lot shinier, better, just on this diet. See, they're not on through that, these ones. Got one over there with tail cock, she's going to calf. I'll get this on a sort her out in a minute and show. Right, so all these are done for the day now. Bedding up's alright for the day. I bedded them down yesterday with duvet every other day. Dry cows, they get at least 2 bells every other day. We might have to straw them down every day before long if we put any more in there. Depends how many we've got to dry off. Got a pile of sand there. We've got to chuck sand around in the yard all the time, especially with dry cows. Make sure we don't slip over.